Hello, this is the third in a series of modifications made to the live steam Ruby locomotive operated by the Oyster Creek Garden Railroad. Today let's take a closer look at some of the details that have been added to this locomotive and some of the other visual changes that have been made. The most obvious change was the removal of side tanks replaced with catwalks and the addition of a Lehmann toy train tender. Wooden veneer was added to the platform and it was added to the side of the coal bunker extension. The shovel, the light, the water fill hatch, and the air tank came from the junk box. The knuckle coupler and the steps that were taken from the old locomotive were mounted to a mahogany end beam. Grab rails were added to the back of the tender and made with small brass cotter pins, number 2 brass washers, and a 16th-inch brass rod soldered together. Similar grab irons were added to the cab. Other details that can be found in the cab are the crew, wooden armrests, sheet metal sunshade, and the hatch. The crew was made from modified Bachmann G-scale figures. The fireman was cut and fitted so that he slides over the inlet valve on the butane tank. The engineer's leg was removed to make clearance for the Johnson bar. The hole in the foot of the engineer fits a pin in the floor of the cab. Other modifications to this locomotive include the addition of a pilot truck, a cow catcher, pilot support bars, and a grab rail in the front, brass number plate, a headlight and brass bell that were acquired from Accucraft, a handrail, and a catwalk. The catwalk is mounted to the brackets that used to support the side tanks. There's also some artificial plumbing and an air compressor, which is another item from the junk box. Plumbing details are attached to the boiler by having small brackets that slide underneath the boiler bands and are held in place with the boiler bands. The whistle is mounted to a brass ring formed from sheet brass, and it just fits into the opening in the steam dome. The handrail is made from 1/16" brass rod. Stanchions are made from brass cotter pins. The forward stanchions are drilled into the smoke box. The aft stanchions are drilled into the trim ring that goes around the steam dome. No holes are made in the pressure vessel in order to maintain the integrity of the boiler. Other things that are drilled into the smoke box include the bell and the pilot support rods. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want to stay up with new content, please subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.